And as you said, the magnitude of what you're getting involved in only dawned on you when they asked you to come to Abuja. How do you think your private sector experience helped you navigate the role? And since you had no previous political background, you were not used to playing the political game, as they say it, how were you able to navigate any potential time bombs in the role?
Landmines.
Landmines, exactly.
Yeah, the truth is, like, for my own, the aspect of job that I was needed for, it was actually a targeted appointment. Before this swearing in, I knew I was going to finance. There was no debate about it. And there was also something that happened when I went to Abuja, and that was when I asked them for the list, that I wanted to see the list of all ministers. At that point in time, it was still it was kept under wraps. And I said I wanted to see the list of, I wanted to know the other people that I would be working with. And the response then was like, what are you talking about? Just do your own thing and
sign up and
get out. And I said, no, I would like to talk to the president. And he said, which president? Is it the Ikoyi Club president or what do you mean? I said, no, I'm not going to be working for the president. I need to. He said, that's not possible. And I said, I was going back to Lagos. That was my first encounter with Adewa, which later we became extremely close. And he said, it's not possible. You just do whatever you need to do. And I said, look, I needed to know whether we will have a core of professionals that will be actually part of the team, because that will inform what I was going to do. Eventually, she got across to the president then, and then the president said that she would talk to me on the phone. Like, I talked to him, and then he said he should allow me to see the list. That was how, because at that point in time, they had not contacted Bode Augusto. I was the one that actually, because they claimed that they couldn't get across to Bode Augusto, I was the one that contacted Bode Augusto at that point in time. So at that point in time, it was very easy for me to actually dimension some of the professionals that were actually being considered. And on the basis of that, I knew that there was a team, there was a group of people, apart from the typical politicians, that were a group of people that will actually move in the same direction that I was thinking about. So it was also discussed with me in terms of, okay, this is the ministry you are going to, this is the reason. So it was basically because of my private sector background. Otherwise, I would have gone to any other ministry. It was because, okay, we will need you in finance. Because, of course, because I'm also an accountant, a banker, you have experience in so many areas, and therefore they actually wanted you there. And I just like, okay, no problem. However, in terms of political landmines, nobody can train you for that. You actually learn it as you go. There are two ways. If you want to remain core professional, it's not like you won't see the landmines. You open your eyes and you put your leg into it. It's not that you won't say, because it's not that you are dumb. But if you want to be a politician, if your aspiration is that, because you actually have to be very clear about your goals, about your objective, what you want to accomplish. If your aspiration is political, you can decide how you will maneuver the landmines, which may or may not compromise what you are supposed to accomplish. So that's the way that, in my own case, it was very clear in my mind that I had an assignment to do. I would do the assignment and I would move on. Where I think that people have differences is that people, right from immediately you have a platform, you have an opportunity of getting into a political space. Already people are writing scripts for you. It's now left for you to decide whether that is the script that your life should be about. That is the song you want to dance into. It is you that you need to. Most people get into that without really knowing what is going on. Before you know what's happening, you just realize that, oh, okay, I think you should be the next state governor. That informs so many things. Right from that time that it gets into your subconsciousness, every other thing will fall in line. But if by the time you decide and say, look, I'm going to actually be here for a year or for 2 years or for 3 years, and then I move on to the next phase of my life, then it's a different problem altogether. It doesn't mean that things cannot still change later on, but it will affect the way that you tackle issues. So for me, it was very clear that I wasn't looking at it from the perspective that, okay, after this, what's next? Is it that I'm going to become a governor, I'm going to become this? I knew definitely that it was just an assignment. In fact, it was very interesting that when I was appointed, one of the major issues that I had was people wanted to do we get together, including even my bank, and I turned everybody down, and people couldn't understand that. And my point then was, if you are being sent to Afghanistan on Iraq to go and fight a war, I don't think anybody would do a party. You only do that when the guy manages to come back home in one piece. So that if you are going to do a party, wait till when I come back. If I come back in one piece, then we do the party. Only one person remembered and reminded me and come and say, okay, now can we have that? And I said, no. It will be misconstrued if we have that. And that was what happened actually.